Scottie Scheffler is currently the #1 ranked golfer in the world. However, the question of whether he's going to play in the second round of the PGA Championship may now be in doubt because he was just detained by police right outside Valhalla Golf Club before the beginning of the second round of the PGA Championship. And this is a very strange situation. A lot of it's breaking in the past 15 or 20 minutes. But basically, there was an incident outside the golf club. There was a pedestrian death, which is tragic, which is awful, where, there were 50 cop cars, a ton of ambulances, all these things were happening. And it sounded like a lot of people weren't going to be allowed access to the golf club. There was a miscommunication. Scottie Scheffler ends up getting basically dragged out of his vehicle, put in handcuffs, and thrown in the back of a police car. This is wild. Scottie Scheffler detained and handcuffed by police outside of PGA Championship. Scottie Scheffler was detained by police and handcuffed by officers outside Valhalla Golf Club ahead of the second round of the PGA Championship, according to Jeff Darlington, who witnessed the incident. And there's obviously a still of Scottie Scheffler being taken to the cop car. Darlington said the officers acted very quickly, very rapidly, and very aggressively. The incident occurred around 5:45 in the morning. So we're going to watch a couple videos here, them setting the stage. We're going to watch Jeff Darlington explaining some things, and then we're going to watch the actual arrest video right here, very, very close up with the cops. This is the video that's getting a lot of traction today. Check this out.
Scottie Scheffler, world #1, being detained. An incident not related to a separate accident. We were told when we...
The audio might be a little low. I'm going to try to do everything I can to boost it in editing.
Arrived on property, that accident involved a pedestrian fatality. There were, I don't know how many dozen police cars out near the entrance. It happened somewhere very close to the entrance to the golf club. There were 50 police cars maybe out there when we first arrived. A massive backup. Scottie Scheffler's incident is not related to that. Separate from that, Scottie was trying to get on property. And again, we were told players were going to be allowed to get through the gate onto the golf course. Nobody else was going to be allowed, but players, coaches were going to be allowed to get onto the property.
And there's Jeff Darlington, and this is where the entire thing kind of got really crazy. Let's listen to Jeff Darlington here describing the situation.
Police officers placed in the back of a police vehicle in handcuffs after he tried to pull around what he believed to be security, ended up being police officers. They told him to stop. When he didn't stop, the police officer attached himself to the vehicle. Scheffler then traveled another 10 yards before stopping the car. The police officer then grabbed at his arm, attempting to pull him out of the car before Scheffler eventually opened the door, at which point the police officer pulled Scheffler out of the car, pushed him up against the car, and immediately placed him in handcuffs. Scheffler was then walked over to the police car, placed in the back in handcuffs, very stunned about what was happening, looked toward me as he was in those handcuffs and said, "Please help me." He very clearly did not know what was happening in the situation.
Now, we can actually witness some, or we can actually watch some of that because, again, Jeff Darlington pulled out his phone and started recording this right here. Here's the video I took of Scheffler being arrested.
Guys.
Dude, step back. Back up.
I'm back. I'm back.
You're game one, right?
Yeah, that's a 15.
Guys.
What do we tell you?
I'm staying back.
Here's the thing. Right now, he's going to jail.
Okay.
He's going to jail, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Period. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have
First,
a question?
I'm media. I'm a reporter. Okay. So that's all.
That's fine.
I just want to make sure.
Now, that's pretty much all we need to see from this. Obviously, this is a developing situation. Whatever happened, again, a pedestrian death right outside, probably trying to get there early, a lot of traffic. Who knows exactly how that happened? I'm sure more details are going to come out about that. Scottie Scheffler was not involved with that in any way, shape, or form. It sounds like it was a miscommunication, like the players were told they're going to be able to get on the course despite all these things as the police are kind of doing everything they can to clear the scene before they officially open it up to guests and patrons again. But Scottie Scheffler now, who knows what's going to happen? The #1 golfer in the world on his way in to play the second round of the PGA Championship. Now it looks like he's not going to be there for the start unless something drastic happens. And all of this is developing right now over the last 15 or 20 minutes. The cops apparently had no idea who Scottie Scheffler was, which isn't like a crazy surprise. Golfers aren't necessarily the most recognizable figures, even the best players in the world for people that don't watch golf. But we'll see what happens to Scottie Scheffler. Just a very surreal, insane scene with him being handcuffed by the cops, Jeff Darlington trying to save him, basically, as he turns around and asks Jeff Darlington to help him. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below, and we'll talk to you later.